Hi guys, it's Tracy from Hoosier Redesign. Today I am participating in the $5 Goodwill Challenge hosted by Hillary over at Old World Home. I'm going to show you what I found. And of course I'm going to do a makeover to it because that's what I do. And I just hope you like what I made. Alright, let's get started and I'll show you what I found. So this week, I was really happy when I was able to find something that I've been looking for. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it, but I've been looking for, like a noodle board, a stove tray, to put on my stove, to decorate it for fall, flowers and candles and whatnot. And I was able to find this huge tray. It's big. It's like, I don't know, maybe a yard long. And it was, let's see, $9.99, and it was half off when I went. The green was half off that day. So it is wood, it's sturdy. I'm going to be excited to make it over and display it on my stove. Alright, I'm going to get started on that and I'll bring you along with me. So the first thing I did was give it a good cleaning. And, sometimes even if you think it's really clean, it's not. This piece was a prime example of that. It, had to wash it a couple times because what can look like tar, like cigarette tar, like a cigarette smoker, was all over it. And so I cleaned it until none of that came off again. And the white on the sides is just some paint because I just dropped my paintbrush on it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it white. The entire piece white. And I think I'm going to go with the multimedia effect on here. We'll see when I'm finished. But I'll take you step by step. First, we're going to paint. I have my Dixie Belle French tip. Gonna paint it up. I did almost forget one thing. Oh, it's blurry. There we go. I already figured it was going to be a bleeder. So I went ahead and sealed it up with shellac. So it has like 3 coats of spray shellac on there. Alright, now I'll get back to painting. This is the tray after 3 solid coats of white paint. I usually use Dixie Belle, so it would take like a coat and a half. But I went with the Rust-Oleum chalk paint this time. Trying to keep the cost down. To show you what you can do, and I know a lot of people have the chalked paint, the Rust-Oleum one, in linen white. Okay, next thing I am going to do is, where did my paper go? Give me a second. Okay, I am going to decoupage. This will be my first layer in this piece, and I'm going to off-center it. So I'm going to decoupage it to this side. I do have plans for this side. It's going to be covered. I don't think I need to put more on there. But I will be putting this here. And that is on there. And now we're just going to let this dry. And then I'm going to get off the excess, put a coat of polyacrylic on top of this, and then we'll go on from there to the next step. Next thing I've done is put some masking tape on here, and I'm going to use some of this green Waverly paint and just make a couple like flower sack stripes over here in this area. I prefer to just tape it off and do it. I'm not a fan of the stencil. I know there's a stencil. I tried it, and I personally wasn't a fan. I'm not going to say anything bad about the JRV stencil. A lot of people have success with it. Maybe it's just because I've done it this way for so long. So I'm just going to tape off some grain sack stripes and go to town. After the grain sack striping is done, we are to this point here. I've taken some sandpaper and sanded down a little bit on those stripes so they weren't so bright. I also did go over with like a sponge with some white. And next thing I'm going to do for the third piece of it is I have these transfers. It's I don't remember, sunflower or something from Prima. So I'm going to use some of these, especially the edge ones, and start going along the edges and start randomly putting some flowers on here. Alright, we're going to see how that looks. This is what it looks like at this point. I have the transfers on. I have the decoupage paper on. I have my grain sack stripes on there. I have painted it. I've just put another coat of clear coat on it. I just did a polyacrylic spray. And next I'm going to use some antiquing wax to go around all the edges, and then a couple places in the middle to look like that's always been on there. And here is our finished project. I have it on my stove. You have to excuse the mess around the stove a little bit. Let's get a close up. Put the antique wax around the side, and then some splotched here and there across the top. It's dark, so all you see is my shadow. Sorry about that. Alright, and now I am going to stage it up. And here we are, all staged up for fall. I've got a tall piece. All right here. Some leaves. Looks so much nicer than just a stovetop sitting there in my kitchen. Like I said, ignore the medications and whatnot over here. I have to organize some of that stuff. But this is what I did with my $5 item from Goodwill. Noodle board, stove cover. I have to ignore the countertops because whoever painted them before did it wrong. So I still have that on my list to try to do. It's Bixos. They used a non-epoxy paint, I believe it's, yeah. Alright. And that is how it looks, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you see anything on here you want to know how I did, or because I did do all these pieces here, these tall pieces and those jars there, or the bottles, or anything else, come over to my channel, check it out. I'm new to YouTube and I would love all the views, comments, and likes I could get. Tell me how you like my board. Thanks, guys. Be sure you watch all the other ladies. I'm sure they're going to have some amazing finds. Be sure to like and comment on theirs as well. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Happy fall.